time to take our destiny in our own hand and do what we have to do. Because Nigeria is not for you. Nigeria is not for me. So let us.
Thieves led by Imo State Police Commissioner Danjuma Aboki arrived at Ugudi Cottage Hospital and mortuary services along the Umu axis of the Owerri Aba Expressway in Ngokpala local government area. Acting on verified intelligence, the police allege the facility had been used as a clandestine dumping site for mutilated bodies suspected to be victims of organ trafficking. Inside the building, officers were met with a horrifying sight. Hundreds of decomposing and dismembered corpses piled inside an unregistered morgue.
The level of preservation, there's no level of preservation of the corpses. They are in total state of unfair preservation. And most of the bodies are mutilated and in a very terrible state of preservation. So, and even the environment does not depict an environment where bodies should be kept, because they are in very big state of disrepair. The building is dilapidated, the bodies are terribly preserved, and the environment is terribly insecure.
Commissioner Aboki disclosed that the suspected operator allegedly used a hotel in front of the site as a front for the illegal activities. He added that once the government completes the required procedures, the structure will be demolished.
So, scattered corpses, mutilated corpses in this environment. What we have seen, the corpses that we discover are more than 100. And the owner of the mortuary is on the run. We sent for him, he refused to come. And severally, we mounted surveillance, whether we'll be able to get him. He's on the run. And by the information we gather, they use this place in dumping the corpses of what they call organ service. Organ service.
A further sweep of the premises revealed more troubling findings, including a personal shrine linked to the suspect and an hideout believed to have been used for kidnapping operations. The commissioner reiterated that Stanley Oparugo has been declared wanted and that efforts to apprehend him are ongoing.
They declare him wanted. He's on the road. We did not see anybody here. And this health hazard. And by his grace, the commissioner of health is here. The pathology is here. We may soon make a mass burial.
Commissioner for Health, Dr. Chioma Egu, confirmed the facility is not registered among licensed mortuaries in the state. She warned that the site has been identified as a serious public health hazard, posing significant risk to nearby residents.
There's nothing to show that this place is a mortuary. Sure. There's nothing happening here, or even if you look at the corpses, there's nothing to show that there's any way they were trying to preserve them. So we are declaring this place a place of public health concern. It is hazardous to the environment, and we advise when we get back, we'll sit down and then we'll put down our reports and then we'll advise His Excellency. Thank you. The
Owerri Aba corridor has recently witnessed a surge in kidnapping and other crimes. Residents and commuters now hope the discovery of this illegal mortuary will help curb criminal activities in the area as security agencies intensify their pursuit of the suspects. Channels Television News.
I can assure you that this very place you saw, they are showing us, this very place has everything to do with Okosu SARS, not Okosu, Tiger Base. This very facility has everything to do with Tiger Base. This very facility has everything to do with Tiger Base. The reason they begin to reveal this now is to use it to distract the attention of people with the accusation that is coming on Tiger Base. That is why they want to. And in this very thing, you can imagine with all the experience and how they claim of their tactic team and whatever, they could not be able to apprehend anybody here. They claim that a suspect gave them the hint. A suspect gave you the hint, And you couldn't be able to arrive there to get even a single human being. You did not arrest. You only come to do your media show as always. And what is the intention of the media show? To show the world that, it is not Tiger Base that is doing the organ harvesting. There are some other people who are doing the organ harvesting, and look at where their mortuary is. This is a planned work. And this place they are using, they know about it, they are part of it, and it's either they want to use that man now as a scapegoat, and they have given him a hint even before they come to escape. This very facility where they are keeping people that they murdered illegally, where they are collecting people's organ, this organ harvesting mortuary, this very place, the Tiger Base has everything to do with it. Tiger Base of Imo State has everything. They cannot run away from it. Them presenting this program now is not a coincidence. If you think it's a coincidence, then you don't know Nigeria. If you think that this thing you're watching now is a coincidence, you don't know Nigeria. Maybe you are born yesterday. But for us who have been watching how things happen in Nigeria for a long time, when they bring their games, we know them and we follow them closely. Before we continue, let us take a quick break and we will come back and continue on the program.
The very oldest language on the face of this very earth.
Yes, I can say that from what I have just listened from you, it is just not ordinary.
Very wonderful. When my lawyers came to see me, I had a discussion with them about how I'm going to defend myself. I told them that
Welcome back. Thank you so much for joining. It is a happy seat at home. And I appreciate every Biafran that is participating on the sit at home in Biafran land. Many of us are in Biafran land and joining the sit at home. I appreciate every one of you. Continue to do what you have to do on your own part. Continue to participate on the sit at home. Never give up. It is a right that we have. That is the only means that we can be able to express ourselves. Nobody is being forced. Your conscience will judge you. Follow your conscience. That's all. And when you look at the things that are happening, the illegal detention of Nnamdi Kanu and his transfer to Sokoto, when you see every illegality that is happening, the attacks against the Biafran people, then tell me, how are you going to put your word forward when you know that you don't have any representative in the government? You do not have any lawmaker that stands for you. The only option remains civil disobedience, and that is why we are in it. Wherever you are and you are part of the civil disobedience, I appreciate you and I encourage you to stay strong. Do not be discouraged. No matter what you see, they will attack you. They will frame you up. They will do so many things, but never give up. Nnamdi Kanu, even in the face of death, has never given up Biafra. How will we give up Biafra? Remember, he said, he will not disappoint us, but you and I will disappoint him. God forbid. We will not disappoint him. We will continue to stand with him no matter what happens. Come rain, come sun. We will be with him until we get our freedom. Yeah, welcome, my beloved brother Christian. I can see you there. I see Coach there. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you all for being part of the program. And we'll give the mic to my brother Christian. Go ahead and talk to us, bro. Christian, if you're there. I can see you are having some problem with the network this morning.
Yes, right this morning.
Good morning, my brother.
Yeah, so Uncle did not everywhere because yeah, of course, network was giving me help, but maybe slightly better now.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. So obviously, it's incredible what happened. Should I say over the weekend in Benin Republic? So obviously, it's like God is showing this criminal terrorist government in Nigeria their own scorecard. God just put it like for you to see your own scorecard with your own eyes. Because all this while, for the past going to 3 years now, the Islamic terrorists been buying hundreds, if not thousands of Christians, Biafrans, and other indigenous people. And Tinubu just sat back and watched. He did nothing. And when problems started, this thing happened in Benin Republic. He went there to show military might. But when America talked about coming to help the Christians who have been genocide in Nigeria, they're talking about sovereignty. That even yesterday, there's one annual fair called Okechukwu or Okechukwu. They say professor, usually the zoo professors, talking about sovereignty of Nigeria, that Nigeria is a sovereign country, that America cannot just come because blah, 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 the usual rubbish they talk. But that same weekend is when Nigeria violated another sovereign country to go and solve a problem. So how are you going to turn around now and say that America doesn't have right to come and solve the problem in Nigeria? That level of hypocrisy stinks to high heaven. So, like I said, it's like they've been put to shame now, because the investigators are already down on the ground in Nigeria. And Tinubu, believe you me, except Tinubu dies, he will end up in The Hague.
Definitely.
You will see that because under his watch, hundreds of thousands of Christians were massacred, and he did absolutely nothing. Waited until American government begin to talk, and even at then, he's still doing nothing. The financiers of the terrorists till now, they're in his government, and he's part of them, and they don't want to do anything about it. So he thinks that by going to Benin Republic, a sovereign country, to go and show military might, that is going to salvage him, is making a big mistake. because that ass that he raised is going to be upon him himself. A genocide has happened. We've seen far less genocide rate happen and leaders brought to justice. Less than what is been happening in Nigeria. They bring them to justice. So if he think that he's going to escape it, no way. Let them just carry out the investigation they already done on the ground to see the mass graves, different places, and goes to see the IDP camp, how people have been displaced for more than maybe a decade or more, with no effort to bring them back to their homeland. That is genocide too. So that is a clear definition of the word genocide. So Tinubu cannot escape it. He's making a big mistake. He has set the standard now that he can go to Benin Republic, maybe because the French says so. Macron, he had a call with Macron to go there. Okay. So, and they all sit back and think that it will be one rule for this and another rule for another. They are in for a big situation now going on. So obviously they had a fighter jet go in there, but the massacring Fulani terrorists, these Islamic jihadists, they'll be walking around freely with their motorbike. They know where they are till this day. That minister of what is it, the Ribadu Baduru or whatever, they know where they are. They won't go after them. Why?
Never.
So that is one of the questions Tinubu is going to have to answer. Why are you not going after? Why are you not bringing to book the perpetrators of the genocide going on in the country? It's under your watch. So you have no excuse. You'll be held responsible. And it's going to happen. Again, like I say, except he dies, he's an old man. But if not, he must be held accountable. An evil, criminal old man. Criminal who never changes. All his criminal deed is what they are holding against him. The French and the British, that is what they are holding against him. And Trump is different. Trump is different because Trump is very insistent on the fact that Christians should be allowed to worship their God, worship their faith. So that is his own major stinking point. The continual massacre of Christians. So they are doing everything they can now to shift the blame or make it look different. They say they attack mosques, they kidnap the Muslim, blah, blah, all in the name to make it both sides, because that is what it's all about. Yeah, that is not only Christian, but we know the objective. We know what their target is. Everybody know what their agenda is. So obviously, it's a crazy situation going on right now in Nigeria, and we pray that God will use those He's using now to accomplish it, save lives, and may the right thing be done, because it's absolutely incredible what goes on in Nigeria. I saw yesterday that Onyolu Ekwensu Anu Abojus Okalo, and with his co-conspirator, Face Ruben.
We will deal with them today. I have their video.
Okay, good. So all the my brother, all the no. Kade then now.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Coach Hughes, take the mic. Coach Hughes, talk to us as we proceed. Coach Hughes, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Good morning, Mazikius. And good morning, Bob.
Morning, Coach Hughes.
And good morning, Biafrans all over the world. Both those in comment section, like and share. Today is sit at home. And I'm sure that our brothers and sisters in homeland, they are there sitting at home. And what we have to be doing now is to pray for them. Yes, thank you, Mazikius, once again. Anybody that thinks that Nigeria, that good thing is going to come out of Nigeria, the person is making a serious mistake. Because I didn't see the reason why a drug lord is the president of a country. They now carry Osama bin Laden as a vice. Do not expect anything good to come out of that country. This one that all of them is doing today is just damage control. Nigeria fighter jets went to Benin Republic. They have fighter jets to send to Benin Republic but they did not know that sending that fighter jet to the Republic, they has even shoot themselves in their throats. Because this fighter jet that we're talking about now is two students that have been kidnapped, I think about 2 or some days ago. They are mainly children that they kidnapped. Up till now, they haven't said fighter jet to go and look for those children. And the other one that they kidnapped, that every one of us we are aware of it. After pressure and everything, maybe they have reached the conclusion. They have paid those people that kidnapped them. That is what we know. That they paid those children that kidnapped them. But all this one that they are doing today is just damage control. And anybody that thinks that good thing is going to come out of Nigeria, I will say it again, the person is taking a serious, he's wasting his time. Our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, that they have sent to Sokoto, to jail in Sokoto. If you check everything that is going on in that Sokoto Correctional Center today, every day by day, since when Nnamdi Kanu went to that Sokoto, if you look, there have been so many attacks going on that Sokoto, in that Sokoto. And if you check all those attacks, it's not even far from where Nnamdi Kanu is. All those things he's telling us, there is nothing good that can come out of Nigeria. And even America, that they're even talking about coming to Nigeria to come and help. If they look now, they're going to see that Nigeria is turning upside down every day by day. This is the right time for them to even come. Because this sovereignty that Nigeria people is talking about, we didn't say anything concerning sovereignty in Nigeria. Nothing like that. And this is the time that everybody should rise up. And I'm telling our people again, this is the right time for everybody to rise up and do the needful. Thank you, Margaret. Let me stop here.
Thank you so much, my brother, for your submission. I appreciate it for that submission. And in regards to all those we are saying, let us
Choose.
just listen to this. Yeah, go ahead.
Hello?
Hello, I can hear you. Go ahead. Hello, I can hear you. Go ahead.
I was just going to say that the convoy, usually yeah, can you hear me? I'm speaking now. So I said the convoy, hello? Hello? Yeah, Choose, if you can hear me, I was just saying that usually, Nanu? Say.
Go ahead, I can hear you. Your own side is just delaying. Go ahead. You're hearing me late. Your side is delaying. I can hear you.
Yeah, okay, now I'm hearing. Okay, now I can hear you. Yeah. Okay, yeah, well, because because sometimes you want to be sure that you are not speaking to the air. But now I can hear you. So I just wanted to say the usual thing that Tinubu does is to attempt to bribe these American investigators. I mean, usually this is what they do. But seeing the convoy, the level of it doesn't, to me, from what I saw, it's no joke. This is a serious stuff. So I don't know how many billions and billions you won't even attempt to do that, because the eyes of the Trump administration is on it. This is not like attempting to go and bring one man and to bribe him through something. I don't know if you saw the convoy. Did you see them?
The US, this thing that came.
Talk.
Your side is delaying. I can't hear you anymore. I think when I speak, you don't hear me. It delays. Yeah, I saw the convoy that you were talking about. That they came
Yeah, I can
for.
hear you now.
Your side is delaying. Maybe you just log out and come back in again because your voice
All right.
comes late.
Okay, let me log out and come in again.
Log out and come back again. This thing is coming out late. That's why you can't hear me properly. So no matter how they continue to pretend, no matter how they continue to play their hypocrisy, we will continue to expose them. We will continue to expose them. The truth about the genocide in Nigeria cannot be hidden. The Christian genocide is not something that anybody can try to hide.
Terrorist group like Boko Haram kills 1,000 people, and 900 of the 1,000 are Muslims, but only 100 are Christians. There is more attention. It will generate more controversy. It will generate more concern for 100 people that are Christians to be killed by a terror group that is Muslim in orientation than the 900 Muslims. You can't discard that as genocide because, well, they belong to the same faith. So at best, you can simply say conflict or killings. But when it involves somebody of another faith, because genocide itself means somebody is being killed because of their faith. And let me tell you this again today, for anybody that is listening. The Muslims that Boko Haram is killing are Muslims they do not consider to be Muslims. But the Christians they kill are people that they are killing because they are Christians. This is the difference. If Boko Haram knows you are a Muslim or believes you are a Muslim, they won't kill you. But they don't believe that some of us that are not with them in Sambisa Forest are Muslims. So they equate us along with Christians as infidels and non-believers. This is the reality that the government itself should know.
They know.
And so when these concerns were raised, I said to some people in government to say, look, simply admit that this matter exists, but it is not supported by the state.
So this guy made a very critical point there. A very critical point that I need to highlight for the world to see, because when they say that Christians are killed, Muslims are killed, all those narratives just to water down the seriousness of the issue doesn't make sense. Because the Muslims they kill are people who are not extremists like them. And they themselves do not see those people as Christians. They don't see them as Muslims, they see them as Christians. So anybody they take out is because you are not of the same faith with them. That is why they do what they do.
But you know that the bigger question, the bigger issue is the fact that the government has a hand in it. And that is what people should be talking about. That this Tinubu administration and the one before him, they are on the same page with this Islamic jihadists. That is one thing I want people to keep in mind. People shouldn't lose sight of that fact that this Tinubu government, they can fool you if you allow them. But the core truth is that they are complicit in it. So it's not any longer even, we know the objective. The objective is to wipe out Christians and to have only Islamic Sharia country. We know that.
Yes.
Now, hello, when I know,
Yeah, I hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah, but the central issue here is the government that enables it. And that is where the ICC will eventually come in, because they are denying it, but it's not going to work because the evidence is overwhelming that in one night, 500, just one night, were taken out. So these things will be seen. They will be investigated. And what did Tinubu did? For going to 3 years, he did nothing, absolutely nothing. Until this day, he's hoping that America, that is just that the pressure of the United States is making him to look as if he's acting. But it's too little, too late. Because he had more than 2 years to go after these people. But he didn't, because he is part of it. And that's a fact. And that is what the ICC is going to look into, and he will be brought to book. Again, like I said, except if he dies. If not, he will end up there. Because many leaders has end up in ICC for far less than what is happening in Nigeria. So, if they think that they can manipulate the world, they have another thing coming, because it's terrible what has happened. Not that it's over, it's not even over, but because they just announced that 100 out of the 300 was released. You remember that? So,
Yeah.
Nur Ribadu said that they are doing well, that the kidnapped kids, they are fine, telling their parents that they are doing well. What does that even mean, that they are doing well? If children are not with their parents, they are not in school, and you are telling them that when they are under the custody of the kidnappers who kill people, and now they've negotiated, however they do it, whatever it means, and 100 is released, remaining 200 plus, thereabout. So what kind of business is this? They are in cahoot. The government is in cahoot. They know what they are doing. And they will be held accountable. That's my point. So, how do you go, my dear brother? How do you go now?
Yeah, we must continue. Let's try to look at that Agbati and those criminals interview. Let's look at them and dissect those their idiotic brain. Sister Stella Ozuka said today should be Mazen Nnamdi Kanu case. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu doesn't have any case today. I don't know where that information is coming from. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has no case today. He has no case today.
Is she asking you or on Ajugiaju?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not sure there's a case. I mean,
there's no
the
case.
last time,
there's no case.
I think I heard that they postponed the case to today, which is 8, for the transfer of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to any correction center in Abuja. I think it's today. They need to address that or something like that, if I'm not mistaken.
There is nothing like that. I think I've just been to Aloy Ejimako's platform. There is nothing that has to do with such. The appeal he's still fighting is on other issues that relate to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, not on that particular area.
Not on transfer, eh?
Not on transfer. Let me see if we can get there. There is nothing that has to do with that transfer there now yet. That's the lawyer Jima calls this thing. These are the last messages.
Of course, today for the convoy, eh? How serious it is, huh?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. So it's a serious stuff. Yeah. The Trump administration, they are very serious about this, but we shall see how everything ends up. But that is huge sums, a lot of resources is going into it. So that's to tell you that it's no joke, because when you see those convoys and the attention being put to it, these people don't joke with their resources, eh? So they must get results. How do you?
So there is I don't see anything that has to do with any case of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu going to court today or anything. This was his death until on the 6th, he put it on the 6th to end the terror ravaging northern Nigeria. Do this increase the salary of the soldiers? And so this, I didn't see anything that has to do with that from Ejimako. So Ejimako is the only source of information we can be able to verify and talk about.
Or Sahara, Abi?
Even Sahara follow Ejimako. Sahara cannot do anything, say anything. They get their information from Ejimako.
Oh, okay.
Ejimako doesn't say. Once it has to do with Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, the only place you can get information from the special counsel. Special counsel. Power of the judge to order transfer of a person for appeal purposes by a lawyer. So I don't think there's anything of such. This one is the Nigerian court, particularly the Court of Appeal and High Court, have the power to order the transfer or production of a prisoner when presence is needed in the appeal hearing. They are still struggling on that appeal issue. Nnamdi Kanu have not been able to make appeal because of the distance and all that. So we are trying to fight it to bring it up. But it's not something that Nnamdi Kanu should be in court to discuss. It is the lawyers that are going for that.
Because the government, the Tinubu and these criminal politicians in the southeast is all a deliberate act to prevent him from making the appeal. They don't want him to have the opportunity to appeal, rather to go for a political solution of denunciation. So we know that is the game plan, so that they can just, because anyway, like you said, the Ojus or Kalu, when you go into it, maybe we'll talk more about it. So it's all a script they are playing. Appeal. They don't want him to appeal. That's why they took him far away, and they're not even making. So yeah.
So the intentional plan.
Yeah.
Now to our first story of the day. In the wake of the recent imprisonment of Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Abia State Senator Orji Uzor Kalu appealed to Ndigbo to demonstrate a greater sense of maturity than what others are giving them credit for, eschew violence in any form or substance, and resist every inevitable attempt at being provoked. In like manner, Senator Kalu, who represents Abia North in the National Assembly, has been more than ready to offer his thoughts on a range of other issues of national substance, and has been one of the most consistent supporters of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's handling of Nigeria's affairs. Senator Orji Uzor Kalu joins me now on This Day Live on Sunday for a quick chat on the state of the Nigerian nation. Thank you very much for joining us, Senator Orji Uzor Kalu. You're welcome to This Day Live, the Sunday talk show.
Managers.
Yeah.
Thank you, Doctor.
Can we just first of all start by talking about this ape-faced evil human being? This ape-faced Ruben Abati, with his description or monologue, should I say, proscribe, blah, blah, blah. But this same evil human being will not ask for the proscription of the terrorists in the north who are massacring people. He will not ask why is it that the government cannot go after them. He will not ask that when we know the root, the source of all this troubling the country, that is what the law of blasphemy and the Sharia law is causing in the country. But rather, he said that Sharia is in the Constitution, and that if you want to remove it, that you will cause more problem than you already have. But he is here. He will see truth and run away from it. All what he wants to bring up is the issue of IPOB and Biafra, just to divert attention and make it look as if with his mention of Igbo killing Igbo, this and that. These people, I just want to point that out, but we know where they are going. So thank you. Let's just see.
You're welcome, my brother. That is his duty on media, to denigrate anything that has to do with the Igbos, criminalize it, and make it look chaotic.
Yeah.
Make Igbos look like people who are troublemakers, make us look violent, make us look as bad as you can. That is what he's doing, and he continues to do that. So anybody that sees this idiot as a journalist is just
wasting time. Yeah.
Just part of them.
Yeah. The world, America just described the Mayor Tiala, the Fulani herdsmen, the ISWAP, the Boko Haram, all of them as proscribed and terrorist group. But this one, they never nothing, because the world know. But it's only these evil people that continue to talk about peaceful people. How do you go, my brother?
Well, Senator, if you days ago, or let me say more than a week ago, You were quoted as saying, look, IPOB, ESN, have both been responsible for the killing of over 30,000 persons in the Southeast, disrupting the people's livelihood, and that people should just moderate their anger or their, reactions to the life sentence passed on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu by the Abuja Federal High Court. And now, IPOB, speaking through Comrade Emma Powerful, issued a statement, I think in the last 24 hours, saying that, one, you will have to name those 30,000 persons that were killed and who killed them, because IPOB is not a violent group. IPOB has not killed anybody. And that, in fact, you are one of the sponsors of violence in the Southeast, a Biafra group and another group. And that when you were governor, in fact, you encouraged criminal elements along the Aba-Port Harcourt highway. And so you have no moral right. And I'm waiting for you to either name who killed who, or you retract your statement, or you apologize. Which of these options do you want to take? Because Emma Powerful makes it look like it's an ultimatum. Either you apologize or you retract, or you provide evidence of who killed who in the Southeast, when he accuses you of being behind the crisis in the Southeast. I'm sure you have seen this statement. What do you have to say in reaction?
Thank you, Thank you, Ruben. I mean, this is a childish reaction. My statement was very clear on what I said. I said there are over 30,000 Igbos that have lost their life in process of sit at home, do this, do that in the Southeast. Businesses were stopped. People in Ihiala and along those areas, and people in Olo and part of all the Southeast cannot go to their homes. And that.
You see, when this idiot is asking this, is speaking like this about the sit at home, all this program is about sit at home, the loss of life and all that. The question remains, who were the people taking lives during sit at home?
Yeah.
Who were the people? The people who were taking lives during sit at home are the people that is being sponsored by this idiot.
Yeah. Asari Dokwo confirmed it.
Confirmed it.
Yeah. And it's on live TV, evidence.
Evidence is there.
Okay.
But this bastard will not look at it.
Yeah.
The people that they were using then, and they are still using, something like this tiger base in Imo State.
Yeah.
That people are crying and shouting about today. These are the people that were hosting the false flag. Just to force people to stop the sit at home by force.
Yeah.
And for us, everything was for our own good. In the process of trying to stop it, they made the people to obey it the more.
Yeah.
Today, Mazi Samuel has not been here for more than a year.
And it's ongoing.
It is ongoing. On his own, he's running himself.
Yeah.
The sit at home now has been going on. This is almost 5 years.
Okay.
Almost 5 years. During that time, when they were this station of this one losing the people who were there, in fact, in some of the videos that have played in this platform, policemen were caught on camera enforcing sit at home. It was televised by, I think this Arise or whatever. And the presenter was asking, what is this policeman doing there? That was when they killed the brother to Aki and Aki and Popo. A policeman was seen there at that scene. In one of the occasions, one of the unknown gunmen who was operating at that time, they saw the ID card of DSS in his pocket.
Mm-hmm.
After they exchanged fire with the police who were not aware. Because this is a flag false flag operation built up by the federal government itself. And sometimes they do it ahead of the state. Some of them, just like the way they say their Tiger Base is operating. Tiger Base operate on their own, they are above the law. Even the commissioner of police cannot control them.
Yeah.
They take it, they do anything they like, they execute people, they do any operation, all those dirty work, that's what they do. During that time, they did the same thing. And when they exchanged fire with the police, one of the people who was killed, they saw the ID card of DSS in the pocket of the guy. The other group, they saw a Fulani man among the people who were killed. All this is on video. And this idiot will come here to support the sentence of Nnamdi Kanu.
Yeah.
To talk about the 30,000 people who died. The question is, who killed them and how did they die? That's the question. Who took their life?
I'm sure he must have seen the video. All Jews of Kal must have seen the video of Asari talking how the Buhari government contracted him to be killing Igbos. And this guy, I pray to God Almighty. Because even the daughter now, though that is, maybe we are coming to that, her daughter has rejected the nominee from Tinubu. She rejected it. I don't know whom she is. Maybe no Uche Dianafo. Maybe no Oguguishi. Whatever it is, I don't know what happened. But the truth remains that these people, they are condemned already. These are Jews of Kalo, and many of them, like him, they are condemned. Just only God. We pray to God that we have a day where they will live, they will tell a story. Thank you.
I'm a commercial man, I'm an entrepreneur. I don't want, if any man powerful is talking to you an issue statement, you should come on the television the way I have come to address you. That is a man powerful with clear identity of who he is.
Well, on this aspect, I agree with him also.
Mazi, that's to tell you that all these guys follow everything that goes on, including the discussions we have online. They follow. You see how he putting it now. In other words, he's trying to tell you that Imam Powerf is more or less non-existent. He's an invisible human being. So he's know these things.
But when they want to create their narrative, they prefer to go through that guy.
Hello?
They prefer to say that Imam Powerf said. Imam Powerf said.
Yeah.
Even though they know that that name doesn't exist, there is nothing like it doesn't exist. When Master Simon was here, at least you can see him as a spokesperson. Master Simon will respond.
Yeah.
They even sent their delegate to go and interview Master Simon in Finland. That interview, they could not be able to show it. They didn't show it. They could not be able to publish that very interview. They didn't. It was Master Simon that published it.
Yeah.
This is more powerful that they are always talking about more powerful. Where is he? Give him mic and let him speak. Bring him on the studio. Let us see him the way we are seeing this idiot. Idiot that you have interviewed. He has taken that as a comfortable place to land. And he challenged him. I agree with him. Bring me that person you are talking about. Let him come and face me.
Ruben, that's the reason why. That's the reason why we continue to tell them every day by day. They know. He must have know. If they want to use IPOP to do the evil work, they're going to say the spokesman of IPOP, Imam Powerful, say so. But now they must have know that Imam Powerful is not even existing at all.
But Ruben F.S., not be today begin make reference to Imam Powerful, and he has never said that who is this guy? Can he not speak to us, even if it's through Zoom or picture or image, whatever? But Ruben F.S. continuously continue to. It's not the second, it's not the third time he has made reference to Imam Powerful, but he has never had the humanity in him to say, who is it? We know someone, we know Nnamdi Kanu, we know so many other people who show their face. Whether you like them or not, whether they're on the truth or not, but at least people can see them. We know that he is a human being, including Udele and the rest of them. But every time Ruben Abati is quoting Imam Powerful, we don't know if he's a human being, if he's a white man.
So these Igbos should not be taken for a ride or for granted. I sympathize solely with the families of Nnamdi Kanu and on what has happened to them. And I want the federal government and everybody to think on how they can resolve the matter. But also federal government and everybody should think on what happened to people that lost their businesses, people that lost their life, people that are brothers and sisters that have been killed, and all the rest of them is a statement of facts. I don't talk anyhow. When I was governor, Abia State was the safest state in that park. There was nothing like armed robbery. There was nothing like all this is happening today, because the place was properly policed. And what we did as government was very open. We did with the SSS, we did with the police, we did with all apparatus of the federal government. No. I established the Bakassi, yes, and the Bakassi was not for boyfriend or for girlfriend. It was purely to police and keep our place safe. And that was what I did. And I have no regret in doing it. If you give me opportunity again, I will be able to keep the place safe again. Dr. Kwati.
Okay, but one of the claims is that you are one of the sponsors of a group called Autopilot and also Biafra Restoration Group. God. And yet you are saying
I don't know anything. I've never heard this name. I've never heard.
This Abati is the son of a devil. This guy is really the son of a devil.
Yes.
Not Simon again. Before, he was shouting Simon, Autopilot. Yep. Now, they have succeeded in taking away Simon.
Yeah.
They now point it on this evil man that do man like Fone or Jews or can. That God will even punish.
I had any name like this, and I cannot sponsor anything. I was governor. I established the Bakassi, and the Bakassi was in charge. I think these kids should take Nigeria serious and take Igbo people serious. They should stop doing these things they are doing. We should be tired of this fashion. We should think on how to move forward, how to use.
Ask all Jews of Kalu, who are you referring to these kids?
Yeah.
And when you say we should move forward and pass this stage, we have passed this stage. What stage are we now?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of forward do you want us to move? Where do you want us to face? And who are the kids you're addressing?
Is another dog, bastard dog. This Jews of Kalu. He's coming with more things, but hey God, he's coming. He's going to say a lot more, crazy stuff.
Political solution to sort out the Igbos in where we belong today in Nigeria. Nobody takes the Igbos serious when it comes to this kind of things. These guys should stop this old-fashioned way of doing these things. I think they should now find a way on how they can put back Igbo in the map of Nigeria. Please, this is what I think. I don't want to, Dr. Kwati, to waste my time in answering frivolous questions with you. I thought you have invited me to your program to discuss things that are very visible, not that I'm no history in the world have me as a leader of any other thing than being governor of Abia State.
Okay.
If a more powerful is alive, he should come onto me with you in a program and tell me where I establish Autopilot. What is called Autopilot? I don't understand. I've never heard that name before. That you are saying it today. And I want these boys to take serious their words and know that Igbo people have suffered a lot on what they are doing in Igbo land. It is not acceptable at all to anybody. Okay. Because this is old-fashioned of doing things. They think on how to make peace. They think on how to bring out the Nnamdi Kanu. They should think about tomorrow and think about people that lost their lives and families that they lost their lives. Those families are not happy, but they don't want to talk.
Okay,
so they should think about these things. It's more important than any other thing.
Okay,
I want you next time you will invite me, bring that Emma Powerful whatever he calls his name, let him sit line on line and explain to Nigerians what he meant by what he's saying, please.
Okay, Senator, okay. Let's look at the ideological underpinning of the protest, the struggle, and all of that. They are saying that they want the restoration of Biafra. They are saying that Nigeria is not offering Indigo what the people of the East deserve, and that it is better to separate from Nigeria. It wasn't this the same struggle about the civil war, what General Odumegu Ojukwu fought for, the likes of General Effiong fought for, Christopher Okigbo, and many other Igbo people. So perhaps they think that you are less Igbo than they are. That's why you are criticizing them.
No, Dr. Akpati, I'm well-blooded.
Malchus, this is interesting, eh? Hello? Hello?
This guy.
Oh,
yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah, Malchus, okay, maybe you didn't hear me. I know they hear you. I didn't hear you, maybe you know they hear me. So I said this is very interesting because somehow he's going to knowingly or unknowingly implicate Bianco No into all this thing. For me, I'm always of the opinion that Bianco No almost single-handedly, or should I say, she contributed immensely to the like when you say the camel, how do they say? I forgot it. No, she was very pivotal. Bianco No was very pivotal on this whole decision because being the wife of Odumegu Ojukwu, the main proprietor, the originator of this whole thing, she came in to tell the world, tell Finland, and everything that Ojukwu said before he passed on, that is finished. That Biafra is. These are lies. These are pure lies. Now, this Kanu, like I said, maybe unknowingly, said it. We are coming to that as we listen to see that these things are good for preservation for the future. How these people work to destroy their own people. That Samonekwa is sitting now in incarceration. Bianco No is one of the major player on that aspect. And even Nnamdi Kanu, things going on with Nnamdi Kanu, because Nnamdi Kanu, I've said it from day one, that Nnamdi Kanu will never betray Biafra. He will never denounce Biafra. And Bianco No and all these guys, they are part of it while they are still holding him. Not that they are holding him because he committed any offense. No, they know that Nnamdi Kanu did not commit any offense. The fact that they're even refusing him to appeal, which the law duly requires him to do, if you are talking logically, but they are refusing him the opportunity to appeal. So you can see that one by one at the right time. Thank you.
Thank you. Ajus Okalo is setting himself up for destruction. And what is he called? This idiot, Apeface, is helping him to set him up for destruction. Apeface is setting him up for total destruction. That is what Apeface is doing here. And that trap have caught him. Let's see what he's going to respond.
I was with Ojukwu in the late days of his life.
You see, one thing I want you to pay attention. Any idiot that comes to tell that he was with Ojukwu and Ojukwu denounced Biafra is a total liar. Ojukwu in a public event said, I will fight again if every newspaper carried it in Nigeria and all of us saw it. Ojukwu in most programs that he went said, let my people go, which I have played most of the video. After he came back, he was still agitating, but because of his political stance at that very time, there are certain things he cannot do at his age. When you see this, you come and tell you, Ojukwu said he will not fight again. Ojukwu said he regretted fighting. All these are
lies.
Lies from pit of hell. That is how they start. When they want to confuse you or push their lie, they will start by telling you, oh, I was with Ojukwu. We used to sleep together. We used to eat. He has to come to my house. I'm the one taking care of him. But you look just like Peter Obi.
Yeah.
If not that Wazirika exposed Peter Obi, who we know that Peter Obi of all people refused to release money to take our eternal leader to London for treatment.
Mm-hmm.
He refused to release the money. But Peter today will come and tell you how Ojukwu came and raised his hand. It was Ojukwu, he sat with him. He was his father. He was his grandfather.
Right.
But this bunch of idiots, these ones are betrayers. These were the people who were even setting, these were the people who set Ojukwu up with the Abga issue. These are the people who used Abga to set him up.
And Mrs. Bianca Ojukwu can testify to this that I
imagine you don't call Ojukwu political wife.
Yeah.
You don't call it Bianca Ono a political partner of Ojukwu.
Yeah.
You don't call him as witness. That is the witness he has. Oh.
Yeah.
You can imagine the kind of witness he said he has.
Always be coming to the general, and the general was coming to Ibere in my village to stay 2-3 days.
Who is general?
Weekends and all the rest of them.
Who is general? And Konya's not general.
Told me that the
our eternal leader. That be the refer to. This guy.
Ojukwu was a colonel, isn't it? I mean,
he has promoted him now. He's promoted the general.
I was with Ojukwu in the late days of his life, and Mrs. Bianca Ojukwu can testify to this that I've always been coming to the general, and the general was coming to Ibere in my village to stay 2-3 days, some weekends and all the rest of them. And Ojukwu told me that the first one was necessary, but the second one is no longer necessary. And even if these boys want Biafra, who are you going to rule when you kill all the Igbos? When you stop
this issue of when you kill all the, who is doing the killing? That is the problem.
Oh, okay.
That is the question to answer. Who is doing the killing? Look at the massive revelation that was made. Okosu SARS was busy murdering people in Anambra State until Okosu SARS was closed. Today, Tiger Base in Imo State is involved in organ harvesting, mass killing.
Yeah.
There was a time in Imo State government announced that the whole